When Karens act out, Fantastic Freakouts comes calling. So sit back and try to relax as we bring you the craziest Karens and Kevins of this week. Jumping right in, we have a Karen who found her first culprits early on in 2023. Take a look.
You go around, lady.
Wow.
Yes, look, there's a clear space.
You're real neighborly too, sitting your hawk and your horn wire enjoying this road.
Get the out of here, Karen.
Look at my dad. Dad, give me this damn chair, Dad. Give me this chair.
Go.
God damn it. Here, hold this.
I'll break your windshield before your windshield.
Dad.
No problem, not like that.
Come here.
Bye, Karen.
Oh.
Everybody. So why does she not want to move out the way?
Get the out of here.
So she can feel stupid.
Yeah, let her feel stupid.
We still got to clean up, so I mean, she's going to be sitting there for a while.
These people met their lovely new neighbor Karen.
Oh, open the door up. I hear you. Open the door up. I hear you. Open the door up. I'm your neighbor. Seriously, what is the problem here? Hi. Hi. All right. Hi, I just wanted to tell you, hi, step out. Step out. Okay. Sorry, neighbor. Okay, so your garbage can't be there, so I moved it, okay? You are a renter, okay?
Poor workers, if this is their local Karen customer.
Because you guys have a right to serve me just like anyone else. I'm an everyday customer, and you guys...
No, you never buy anything.
I baloney! I come for lunch all the time. Chili, I bought a hamburger.
Just leave.
I always buy lunch here a lot.
Just leave.
God, these people are just no good. And I never buy this place, unfortunately.
Woman entered Goodwill. Clerk said she was banned for stealing. Woman claims it was her twin sister, not her, that stole. What do you think? I think she saw a cartoon from the 80s for the first time, and now she's trying what she saw here.
Would you?
Did I know you had a twin sister?
You didn't ask me. You just started
What was I
assuming.
supposed to? Why didn't you just tell
I'm
me?
keeping respectful because you don't know me.
Why didn't you just say, man?
Okay, why should I have to tell you something, Miss Lady? But when I came into the store with my sister as a regular, that's why we're called twins,
So you
identical.
look exactly like her. My manager
How
told
old do you
me
think
that
I am?
My
Ask.
manager said that you were not, she was
How
not
old do you
allowed
think
in
I
the
am?
store. I'm just doing my job.
Baby. I have degrees.
I'm just doing my job. This is nothing personal against you.
You want to take our glasses too? You want to see some
I had no
identification?
idea.
Huh?
I had no idea.
What do you want to see?
All I know is one of y'all was not allowed to come.
Okay, if I was lying, don't you think my older sister would have backed me up and said something?
What are you talking about?
She came in against the wedding for me because I'm getting too damn wide. Both of us pregnant at the same time.
All of this is not necessary. necessary. All you had to do
But
was say,
if you would have asked me, because the one, you said, let me rephrase your question for you. You said, okay, I told you that the last time. No, I'm done. But
no, you did not.
But I was respectful.
Because
When
had
came in
you
here,
told
me
me
and my
there
sister
was a
sitting
twin,
here, you
had
said,
you told me
I
there
told you
was
this
a
previously.
twin, I would have never said nothing to you.
One of us wear
I
glasses,
would
one of
have
us
never
don't.
said nothing to you.
Because every time my sister comes in, she doesn't wear glasses.
Yes, she does.
Both of us supposed to.
The one that was coming in here that did what she did that night, she wears glasses and she always asks to
Every
see the
time. I'm
glasses.
so talking to my lawyer.
Talk to your lawyer. Talk to your lawyer. Talk to your lawyer. The store has a right to refuse. The store has a right to refuse.
For certain employees to come in and start assuming and interrogating people.
Listen,
they don't know.
you know what? I'm not arguing with you. The conversation is over with. The conversation is over with.
You talking to me right now saying you did not know
the
that I had a
conversation is over.
sister.
What else?
Well, for one, you don't know me from how to read. That wasn't none of your business.
Well,
because of confidentiality.
You look just like her.
Well, thank you.
You look just like her.
I got a lot more respect for my sister would have beat your.
Okay. You know what? I think it's time for you. I think it's time for you to go.
She might need to be on the list.
I think it's time for you to go. I think it's time for you to go. What else you got, sweetheart?
And by the way,
what else you got?
I only got one tattoo.
Olivia, I'm just fine, honey. You remember her and the boyfriend that used to come in here all the time, stealing and stuff? Well, you was working in the back a lot back then. And I believe she would have got her.
Karen gets caught shoplifting. Check it out.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is there any meat in that bag?
No.
Did you open it for him? It's not. It's because we're not supposed to let bags back there. So my manager was watching on it, whatever, and they think there's some meat in there. And I just want.
No, I think it's because you seen me pick it up and then you didn't see it in my buggy, but you can watch on the camera that I put it
no. Can you open the bag?
No.
Well, you're not supposed to have bags in there, and I can ask you to open it. You can't just flash it open. I'm asking. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not making a scene. It's just me and you right here.
Yeah, I understand that, but I
Yeah,
seen you
because
back
there's meat
there.
in there. If you're telling me no, that's because there's meat in there. There's no reason to say no. If there's no meat in there, I'm a security guard. It's my job. People comply with me all day.
Okay.
I came to you correctly. I just said, can you put it below? And then that was the end of it. My manager told me to ask you, make sure there's no meat in there, man. I'm not trying to make a scene or nothing. They probably seen you on the camera. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not accusing you
You
of
were
nothing.
standing back there.
I know. I was walking, man. I'm walking. I wasn't watching you particularly. I was just walking. They said, hey, there's a bag in the cart on aisle, whatever. I went and I asked you to below it, and I came right here. And you said, yeah, we're all cool. And I came right here, and they said, hey, check the bag. They told me to check the bag. That's what I have to do. I'm so sorry.
If I just give you the meat, can I leave?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm
hungry.
Look, it's okay. I'm not gonna take you to jail or nothing like that. It's just. Thank you. Is there? Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Ma'am. I know, ma'am. But you told me there's nothing in the beginning.
There's nothing else.
Can you move your? All right, okay. Ma'am. Can you move your? Can you move? Oh, there's some chew. I see it, ma'am.
What?
The beans, the can of beans.
This is not. That's not
Ma'am,
tomatoes.
it's Kroger tomato, man. There's more meat. Okay, now you're lying to me, and no. I'm gonna get.
Having a racist neighbor must be extremely difficult. Like this next clip.
Do something then. Come on and whoop my. Why I want to whoop your for? Come on and whoop my boy. Why I want to whoop your for? Fat boy. That's what I'm supposed to do. Look at you. You little. You just mad because you got a little. You mad because Phyllis say you got a little. Stop crying. 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 There you go. Stop crying. Stop. Come on, mother. Stop crying. Stop crying. You just want somebody to touch you because you gay. Shut up. You just want me to touch you because you gay. I got big too. I got big too. You got little. You got little. You got little. You got little. Sell drugs. So? You mad? I got more money than you. I got more money than you. You're a useless piece of. I got more money than you. You're a useless piece. Money ain't. All right, well, stop crying about that fence and go buy another one. Stop crying then. If money ain't nothing, move your fence over. Your friends ain't. You don't even got no friends. You so mean and grumpy. Don't nobody want to be around you. Your own wife don't want to be around you. Your own wife don't want to be around you. You little punk. Oh, crybaby. You can't get a black girlfriend, can you? Why would I want one? Because you're too far. I'm trying to your mother. What that at? Ah, you jealous. You jealous. You jealous. Oh, crybaby. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Yo, racist. Over there crying like a little.
Next up, we have this lady talking about her neighbor Bernice, or we could say Karen.
All right, y'all asked for it. So here's the story time on my crazy neighbor. And yes, it's going to be multiple parts because it's a long story. So on June 23rd, 2022, I was sitting outside around 11:30 p.m. And I was talking to 3 of the Marines friends that I had bring me a program from my guy best friend's funeral that was in like Sacramento, and I was unable to go. So they brought me a program to my home. Yeah, he committed suicide. He was a Marine. And yeah, anyway, so we were out there mourning his death and talking about him and reminiscing about him and saying how much, you know, he talked too much, but he was an awesome person and blah, 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 blah. So around 11:30 p.m., you know, they're getting ready to leave, but we're sitting down on, you know, the concrete or whatever on the end of the driveway. And my neighbor, like, bolts down the street, 11:30 p.m., mind you, bolts down the street, does a U-turn, bolts back up the street, comes on the wrong side of the street, facing the wrong direction. And so me being a retired Marine, I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I jump up. And so I jump up and I see that it's my neighbor Bernice. Bernice, she starts yelling out the door and she was like, I don't know who you think you are talking about me and my son and my nephew and blah, 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 blah. I looked at her, I was like, Bernice, I don't talk about you ever. Like, you are never in my mind. Because listen, when I tell y'all, she crazy, okay? Now, she might be on some drugs too, but that's not me. That's not for me to judge. That's not for me to say. But let me tell you something. That night, she looked like she was on something. All right. Anyway, but I digress. So, you know, and she thought that the other 3 white women that were with me were the 3 other white women that I hang with that are down the street. Because for some reason, she got beef with everybody, but ain't nobody got beef with her. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we're just sitting there and we're just trying to get her to leave. Like, hey, this is not, you know, the neighbors down the street. You don't even know these ladies. These are, you know, Marines that they're getting ready to leave. You need to leave or whatever. So she was like, no. And she's just like popping off at the mouth. And I'm like, okay, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. So my husband finally comes out because he hears all the commotion. And he's trying to get her to leave. Mind you, it's around like 12 o'clock p.m. now. Not 12 o'clock p.m., excuse me. This is around probably about like 5 minutes in. And we're still trying to get her to leave. Mind you, she's still on the wrong side of the street. So in between, this is around like probably about 5 minutes in, like I said, up pops her granddaughter's head out of the back seat. I did not know she had her granddaughter in the back seat. Okay, see, I told y'all it's a long story. Just hold on for part 2. All right, y'all, part 2 on my crazy neighbor. So up pops the granddaughter out of the back seat. The granddaughter, she's like, don't hurt my grandmom. I said, I would never hurt your grandmother, but I'm telling you right now, your grandmother needs to leave, sweetheart. And so she looks at her grandmother. She was like, Grandma, I'm ready to go home and it's time for me to leave. So I'm like, you need to leave, you know, and leave because now I know you got your granddaughter in the car. Like, what is wrong with you? Crazy. Oh, I forgot to say, because this matters. All right. 2 hours before this incident started, so around like 9:30 p.m., CPS had just left their house. They sure did. CPS was at their house for 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours. All right. So now that ain't my business, but I mean, you can clearly tell it was CPS. Anyway, So I'm trying to tell the granddaughter, you know, like I'm trying to get her to leave. She don't want to leave, blah, blah, blah. The granddaughter even gets out of the car, tries to walk home herself. Then the grandmama, the crazy neighbor, yelling at the granddaughter to tell her to get back in the car. By the way, the granddaughter may be only 5 years old. Okay. So I'm like, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. Then she was like, you should be ashamed to call yourself a military member and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, well, get out of the car then. I pushed her and I said, come on, get on out of the car. She didn't want to get out of the car. Then she was like, oh, I'm going to call the police. I said, call the police. Call the police. Just go ahead and call the police. Because I got video footage. I got all this. Whatever you need. You were antagonizing me the entire daggone time. Right? So we're waiting on the police. Hold on. I got a picture. You see? That's how she was sitting. That's how she came up abruptly on the wrong side of the street, facing the wrong direction. So the police finally gets there or whatever. And the police asked me what happened. I said, I pushed her. I told her to get on out of the car because I tried to get her to leave for about 7 minutes. She didn't want to leave or whatever. Now she's trying to say I punched her. And she was like, well, did you? I said, no, I did not punch her. I pushed her because I was trying to get her out of the car because she was acting all big and bad or whatever. And so then the cop was like, well, she is insisting on medical attention. She said that she got a scratch. And I was like, she ain't getting no scratch from me. So I don't know where, I mean, you know, she crazy, so she probably scratched her damn self. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hold on. I got a picture for that because medical attention actually came and she, such a waste of resources. Literally, she had them call the not the MPs, the daggone ambulance and the fire truck to come check out her damn scratch. See, I got receipts. You know what I mean? Like I told you, it's going to be multiple parts to this story. I told you it was long, y'all. All right. Anyway, so they over here trying to get her to, you know what I'm saying, leave because at this time it's like 12:30. The granddaughter's still in the damn car. Okay. I'm sorry. Go to part 3.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Roll the clip.
Okay. So part 3 on my crazy neighbor. Okay. So it's 12:30 p.m. They just got the ambulance is there. The fire truck is there. They're trying to get her to leave. They refuse to even take her because she's insistent on medical attention. OK, so the dad, who he also on drugs, too. I'm not judging nobody, but there was a reason why CPS was at their house. OK, anyway, so the daddy finally comes down. Mind you, it's like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And this 5-year-old has been sitting here dealing with her crazy grandmama the whole time. So the dad comes and finally gets the granddaughter, takes her back down or whatever. It's around 1:30. She is still in front of my house. Would you know that she did not leave from in front of my house till 3 o'clock in the morning? Yes, the police were out there with this crazy woman until 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I gave them my information. I was like, you know, look, as you can clearly tell, because they know my street. Okay, they know my street because of my neighbor and her shenanigans. All right, so then fast forward, right? So I thought everything was good. I got no calls from, you know, no detectives or nothing. They, you know, whatever. And then she shows up at my house randomly one day. Mind you, she was trying to record me, and I'm actually going to show and post the footage here as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta back up. I forgot to tell y'all, 2 days after the incident with me that she had with me, her grandkids did get taken away. And I am not a proponent for, you know, children being taken away from their families and placed in foster care as a foster child myself, okay? Who has also been adopted out of the foster care system. So I can speak on this. I don't, you know, like, depending on where you're at, I don't want, you know, children to be subjected to that. However, them kids need to be taken away, and they did. And, yeah, so my next video will be, the videos on her actually coming to my door, ringing my doorbell and trying to get me to admit to something I didn't do.
Now meet Bernice.
This is my crazy neighbor, Bernice. She was recording me. She thought she could catch me slipping. That would be a no.
Hello. Is there any way I could talk to you and your wife, please? Bernice. Well, I needed to talk to her because I don't want this to escalate. And before it escalates, I'd rather talk to her and be upfront. You know, I didn't want any problems, so that's why I would like to talk to her. I'm not here to like confront any argument. I just wanted to talk to her before I proceed with what I need to proceed, but I need to talk to her. Hello.
Hey, how can I help you with?
Well, as you can see, I just came from the court right now.
Okay.
I'm not asking for problems. I'm not here to argue with you or fight. And that day that I came here, like God is my witness, I wasn't coming to attack you. I thought the ladies were social workers. I thought they had us there for 4 hours, and I thought they were harassing you. That's why when I approached, I said, hey girl, they're not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I told you. I never did I thought that you were going to come at me the way you did. And I know you were tipsy. I understand people make mistakes. I understand that. And if you could own up, my situation is that 2 days later, they removed my kids, my grandkids. That is the big problem. Not that you put your hands on me. I know people make mistakes. I'm aware of that. I don't know what you were thinking I was coming at you. I don't know what Nikki has told you about me, but don't know the truth. Okay, you know that you've been in my house. I never saw you as a threat. I never saw you that you were going to react the way you did. Never in my mind. Why would I bring my granddaughter to something like that? We were just coming to get food. I thought you were being harassed. Like God is my witness, that's what I thought. And I was coming.
Bernice, listen.
Yeah.
I'll let you speak.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to call you delusional. And the reason why I'm going to call you delusional is because I have video footage and sound of the entire interaction. You never said nothing about a social worker. No, please let me finish. I let you speak. I was sitting out here mourning the death of one of my Marine friends that night with 3 of my white Marine friends. When you came up, you, in an aggressive manner, in the wrong direction, on the wrong side of the road, decided to come to a screeching halt after making a U-turn with your granddaughter in the car, and decided to think that the 4 white women that were with me, that were sitting, while I was sitting in my driveway, minding my business at around 11:30 o'clock at night, you decided to think that that was Christina, Angel, and Nikki, which they were not. And so at the very beginning, I tried to tell you, after you said that, I said, these are not them, you need to leave. You never left.
Okay, that's not true.
Please, let me finish. I was not intoxicated.
You were intoxicated because I have a recording of the
I don't even drink. I don't even drink like that.
Okay.
So you are delusional. What I need for you to do is I need for you to leave. Regarding what happened with your children or whatever the case may be, that has nothing to do with me. But right now, I feel like I am being harassed by you because I have said nothing about you. We talked nothing about you on the street. And if you come to my house one more time, I will be putting a restraining order on you. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
You understand that. I need you to leave my
okay.
property.
Okay.
We're done talking.
Well, everything that you're saying, it's a lie. See, this is the problem. You're lying.
Lie.
Who do you think is in the wrong? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts.
Are you filming?
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good, how are you? Are you filming?
Who are you first?
Who are you first?
No. Who are you?
I'm sorry, you're in my building. Who are you?
I'm in your building.
This is the Town of Orangetown's building?
This is yours?
This is the Town of Orangetown's building. I work here.
Oh, okay. This is not your building. You don't own it, right?
I'm sorry, are you filming here?
You don't own the building. The people own the building, ma'am. This is a public building.
And
Respectfully.
you need to have, do you have a permit to film here?
Do I have a permit?
Yeah.
I do not have a permit, no.
Okay, so in order to film in this building, you need a permit.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh,
who are
really?
you? Yeah, really. Who are you? So I know who I spoke with?
I want to know how come you think you don't need a permit?
Is your name on your shirt? I can't really see. You work for the
Please shut
supervisor's
that down
office?
because you're not allowed to film here without a permit.
Ma'am, why are you becoming so hostile? How you doing, sir?
Officer Caleb Farmtown Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
Doesn't have a permit.
I don't need a permit.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'd like that shut off,
This
so
is-
I don't want anything
This
on
way,
it.
you could turn it off, or I could take it from you.
Don't touch me.
You
If
can
you are
leave.
you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
But I want that filming, whatever's on his
Turn it
phone
off.
shut off. I want it
Don't.
right
I'm
off
walking
the
out.
phone.
Turn it off.
This is not against the law. This is a constitutionally protected activity. I'm trying to. You're trying.
Turn off the phone.
I am trying to walk past you to
Turn off
leave.
the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't. I have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
Turn
What are
it
you guys
off.
doing?
You're
This is
allowed-
against the law.
Give me your license.
This is against the law.
License.
This is against the law, sir.
On your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're
And
you're in a government facility.
you can ask me for
Where's
my
your
ID and I can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are? You
It's
can't
my
be in a
right.
government facility.
Do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
You don't have a permit to film in this
That's
building.
not a
government
crime.
facility.
That doesn't mean this is a public building. Go get your supervisor, please. I'm asking for your supervisor.
I'm going to wait right here.
I'm sure your policy states that if I ask for your supervisor, you have to get me one. So can you get me a supervisor? Because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your
And
rights.
I'm going to
You're
hold
in
you
a-
accountable.
You are in a government building.
You just grab. That doesn't matter. This is a public
You're not allowed to
building.
film.
Yes, I am. This is a public building. I'm a journalist. I have freedom of
Like
press.
I said, you want our supervisor?
Yes, I want your supervisor.
Come down to the police department side, and we'll bring our supervisor.
Great. Tell him not to touch me. Don't touch me again. You touch my You've touched my camera.
You need to turn it off.
No, I don't.
You need a permit to film in this.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Is that a law?
No, it's town ordinance.
It's not a law.
It's a town
ordinance.
code.
It's not a law. Where's the
You really want me to
code?
go get the town attorney?
Go get him. I'm sure he'll educate you, ma'am. If he's
I'm
good at what
sorry.
his job, I'm sure he'll
Are you trying
educate
to
you.
insult me?
No, I'm
You
not
just
trying
said
to
I need
insult
be
you.
educated.
Yeah, because you obviously don't know freedom
issue
of
the
press.
permits. I issue the permits in this building and the town of Orangetown.
You
for
obviously don't
filming.
understand I have a
didn't.
right to freedom of press, ma'am.
You do not have the right to film in this
I
building.
do. This is a public building.
Did you pay $5,000 and
This
I
is
issued you a permit?
you're talking about for commercial film. Again, you need education. Go get the town attorney, please. You're talking about commercial filming, ma'am.
I'm not going to have you dismiss me like I'm some peon. Okay?
Ma'am, you've been treating me bad. You've grabbed my camera.
you're
Please get me a
walking
supervisor, sir.
So come with me to this side, and we'll get the supervisor.
Please get me a
This is
supervisor.
the town hall side. Come with me to the police department side. We'll get the supervisor.
Don't touch me ever again. Please excuse me. Get out of my way.
It doesn't stop there.
What are you in training, man? Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with
Why is he
you?
in training? Where did he get the indication he's in
Because
training?
he doesn't understand that I have the right to film, number one. Number two, he puts his hands on my equipment, which he cannot do.
Right, but you don't have the right to film inside for no legitimate reason, which is what he was trying to explain to you.
No,
That's
no,
what we're
no.
trying to figure out.
First
what
of all,
you're
no
filming
one
for.
before.
Like, what-
Exactly. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I'm working on a story at City Hall. I have to go see the town clerk
Right.
to do a Freedom of Information Act request.
But you don't do that at the town clerk, though. That goes to the records department. The Freedom
No,
of Information.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about for the police department. I'm not talking about for the police department, sir. I'm talking
Okay.
about for the town.
Okay.
For the town. So that's why I need to see the town clerk. But escalating the situation like that, that's not cool. Grabbing my camera, ordering me to leave a public building. You have no authority to order me to leave a public building. I'm conducting business, constitutionally protected business, and I'm getting public services here. Just because I have a camera in my hand doesn't mean anything. I have the freedom of press. I'm an independent journalist.
Right, but
And if
could
somebody
you-
would have talked to me instead of trying to grab my phone and order me to leave a building,
Right.
they would know all of these things. That's why
Right.
de-escalation is so
And
important.
I'm sitting here talking to you.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate you for doing that. Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Macara, 218.
Macara?
Mm-hmm.
218, thank you.
So, what the date that the incident occurred?
I don't exactly remember, but it was like June 2000.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
We'll wait till she leaves to talk again.
Yeah,
Don't need
but
to put her on anything.
I mean it's public, but I mean I'm not trying to. I'm not
No,
trying
I hear you.
to. It is. I don't want to put anybody that doesn't. Wow, that's insane.
The sergeant will email you the response, okay?
How long this will take?
We have 5 business days to contact you. And the
You guys have no right to try and grab my phone. You have no right. I have the right to
Well, I
record.
wasn't there, so I don't know what happened.
Okay,
I
well
don't
that's
wanna- you know what I mean?
it's
Like, I
on it's
don't
on
wanna-
it's on body
I don't
camera.
want to speak on that because I
It's on
wasn't there.
body camera.
Right.
And it's on this camera.
Right.
You tried to grab my phone, not you. When I say you,
Generally
I meant
speaking, okay.
the police.
Right.
I don't even remember his name at the moment, but He tried to take my phone from me. What authority does he have to do that?
Well, that's what I said. I wasn't there. I don't know. So I'd rather not speak on that.
Okay, well, that's why we're going to get a supervisor, right?
Yeah, yep, he went in to get him now. I'll be right back, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
Karen gets mad at this guy for parking too close to her car.
Have parked your car too close to mine.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to get in and out.
We
and
can-
I can't get in and out with this car being
But
there.
that's not my problem. I've parked how I should park. You haven't parked how you should park. Yeah? I've just got here and you're leaving.
Legally, you are allowed to park in between the two lines.
Yep.
And actually, you're very almost illegal. Look, that tyre is nearly on this.
It's
I
inside
am
the line.
well within it.
Yeah, it's inside the line.
Just.
Yeah, but obviously my boot is also big, so when it opens
Oh,
up,
yes,
I don't
because
want
you've got a big car.
Yeah, I have got a big car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've got
I've
big-
also got
like
a
a
big
big
family.
mouse.
I've also got a big family as well. Yeah, so this is why I need a big car.
I'm not disputing.
I would not be surprised if you live alone on your own because you've got such a tiny little car.
Yeah,
you don't need to
I'm
pull
such
down
a
around.
little
So,
lady,
yeah,
haven't I? Oh, poor me.
I have a big car.
Look,
Yeah.
this car is
Okay.
too bloody big.
Now we have these McDonald's employees that had to deal with this crazy Karen.
I'll beat you up and I'll leave. Oh, what's that? What's the name? Well, wait, what do that? Do that.
You guys all shooting, right?
Are they all hiding?
Moving forward, Karen neighbor is not impressed with this guy. Then again, when are Karens ever impressed? Not like they ever want to talk to the manager to give them a compliment on how well they run their business or anything like that. No, that'd be a nice change of pace.
Oh, we got a Karen here. Taking a video of me burning boxes in front of my house. What I usually do. I've been doing for years. Outside with the camera. Got what you needed? For years. Just because some UPS driver hit the damn thing doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing. That doesn't make any sense. Well-contained fire. No issues, no problems, no plastic. All cardboard. Burning. We're now 15 minutes later, sitting and waiting. This is how you want to live the last of your years, just being a Karen, huh? That's crazy. You never mind your business about nothing. Innocent little fire. Don't want to make the garbage man's job too hard, so I burned all my cardboard. This is the first time in 5 years I've ever had an encounter. This is the first time in my life I ever had a Karen encounter, but definitely first time in 5 years of living here that I had to deal with this directly. It's funny.
Kevin throws a temper tantrum.
We're bullshit. Health department. Health department's over. Don't listen to them.
I don't know her too.
I have to.
Both of them. Don't ignore them. I have freedom. I have rights. Serve the people.
I have the right to not get it.
Yeah, but you have your rights. I'm not forcing you. You're forcing me.
Sir,
I am free.
Sweetie, I'm just gonna be miserable. Yeah, I can't have you here right now.
I can't. I'm gonna have to call.
Call who you need to, but I'm just saying, it's the law with the health department.
No, it's not. You're breaking the law. You're following them. I'm not.
Sir?
I have free.
Okay.
Serve my sandwich.
I don't need to serve.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't, sir.
You do.
No, it's my
Serve it.
restaurant.
It's too late. There's my sandwich right there. She told me. She already served it, so.
Sir, hold on. I'm not gonna serve you. I'm sorry. I need you to go.
No, I want my sandwich.
I'm sorry. I want you to
I want my sandwich!
I want you to wear a mask.
No, I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay.
I need to breathe.
Okay.
What's your problem? Where in the